Hello again and welcome to our monthly update, this time covering figures for the month of May. During May, just shy of 3 million overseas residents came to Britain, which represents an increase of 7% on a year ago. The amount that they spent was up 5% on last May, all of which means that looking at the first 5 months of this year, both the volume and the value of inbound tourism to Britain has increased by 5%. As we've seen across a number of recent months, it was a record for the number of holiday visitors coming here, and that means that over the period January to May, again, a record visits from holiday makers. Looking at region of the world, what we found in May was that it was a record for visits from what we call other parts of the world. So these are areas outside of both Europe and North America, places such as Asia and South America. We have also now received detailed figures for the period January to March of this year by individual source market. Some of the highlights. While continuing the trend that we saw during 2011, we saw a really strong increase in the number of visits from Brazil. Also in the first quarter of this year, very strong growth for visits from Norway. And one of the things we discovered last year was that no fewer than 80,000 Norwegian visitors watched football while they were here in Britain. Perhaps a little bit more surprising, it was also a strong first quarter of this year for visits from Spain. Now, one of the key determinants of why people choose a destination is clearly how much it costs to get there, but also how much it costs whilst you are there. And the exchange rate is one of the major factors there. Were I being extraordinarily generous and giving you 5,000 Australian dollars, back in the autumn of 2006, that would have bought you just about £2,000 sterling. Fast forward to this summer and it would get you more than £3,000 sterling. No wonder Australia became a 1 million visits a year market for us in 2011. With 1,000 euros back in 2006, you would have been able to buy just about £675. And this summer, that would buy you more than £800. So not quite as substantial a difference, but nonetheless, we have a really strong value for money message at the present time. Coming up next time, we'll have provisional figures for June, and we'll also take a look at Britain's connectivity. So until then, bye-bye.